Hi there, welcome in. Today I'm going to be showing you something that I got sent to me from Anker. This is the Anker SoundCore portable projector. This one here is the P1i portable projector from SoundCore by Anker. What is this here? It's a portable projector meant to be taken with you, right? If you go to a friend's house, if you go camping, if you go on an adventure, you're outdoors, you can take this with you and you can have a projector. Glass front there, of course it does have active cooling. They say smart cooling, but it's just an active cooling. We'll see how noisy it is. I've already used it, but we'll see in the video. Don't want to spoil the whole video how noisy it is. Portable design. Now it does use Google TV, or I guess they call it Android TV OS, but it's basically Google TV. You can see there. And that's great because it's going to support all of your standard apps. And it does have support for all these. I've already tested some. You get all your good apps. Like it comes with licensed versions, which is fantastic. You can use YouTube, you can use all those things, but then you can use stuff like Netflix and Disney and all that. You don't have to worry about, like, is it actually even supported? You get 1080p. It's not supposed to compete with the 4K laser projector segment type of thing. This is a portable projector. It's a totally different segment. I'm fine with 1080p, especially if you're going to be using it for on the go, just movie watching, gaming. It's actually pretty good because a lot of these gaming consoles actually, they may support 4K, but they don't actually output 4K. They scale up a lot. So there's no problem with actually running, Series X, Series S, PS5, a lot of the handhelds, Nintendo Switch at 1080p is actually an ideal place to put them, interestingly. Get a little zoomed in there. You do get the product itself. There's some different kits there. Battery with controller, very nice. There's also a controller app built into the phone. I'm going to show you that in a minute. I've already used that as well, of course. Speakers here, they flip out. That's one of the biggest selling features here. They have flip out. SoundCore does have, or Anker, SoundCore by Anker. The Anker, they do have the new detachable ones coming as well. So you can actually detach the speakers and move them around. That's great as well, but this is meant to be, like a portable all-in-one solution. You get this nice little clean package here. You get to your location, you can open it up like that and, get your audio into whatever direction, especially if you're outdoors or something like that. You can kind of project them to where you want them to be, right? You want to go up, down, left, right, whatever, towards you. For some reason, you're sitting in front of the projector. You're not going to do that, but usually it's projecting at the person behind. Very good. Put it up, put it down, whatever. Very good. Inside there, just a little nesting spot. Very nice. This is a nice feeling mechanism, by the way. It's firm, but it doesn't feel like it's going to damage itself. Very good. Obviously, glass lens there. Very good. Intake for cooling. Or out, I'm not sure which is which, but that's where the cooling is essentially. In the back here, you do, of course, have your power button, power in. You have HDMI, which you can use to hook up consoles and that kind of thing. You have auxiliary if you want to plug in extra audio as well. That's for the for the camera, for the controller. And then, of course, you do have USB-A, rubber feet on the bottom, adjustable. So get your angle, all right, depending on your wall. Okay, so the test parameters are going to be pretty straightforward. We have the wall here, which is an off-white wall, kind of like a bluish wall. Why would I do that? Well, this is a portable projector. So you may have a projector set up at home where for example, you have a full canvas set up. It's meant specifically for that. But this is a portable projector you're going to be taking with you. So you may go, for example, camping. Maybe you just pull out a sheet or something, put it across a line, and you're projecting onto that. Not a typical canvas type setup. You take this with you to one of your friends' houses. Maybe your friend doesn't have a large screen TV and you want to do some couch co-op type stuff. You want to watch a show together. Maybe they or you only have, for example, a desktop computer. A lot of people have that, especially if they're students or something like that, or minimal setup. Take this with you. You can project it onto a wall. You don't need to necessarily have a very large TV. That's awesome. Of course, if you take it with you, you're going to potentially be projecting on various different types of surfaces. So we're going to project it on the wall here. Now there is also the other option. I'll just pop off here. And that is a portable canvas. So I have one of these here. I've used this many times. This is a portable canvas, right? Take this with you. It's got a handle. This is an option too if you really don't want to use the wall like that. You can use the portable canvas, right? So you have something like that. I'll show you this as well. So we'll test it on both. Okay, we're going to get it set up here. Just on the wall. I have the lights on and all that to start here, but we'll just kind of see. Have it adjusted to the wall here. It's on a slant, so we can get a little bit more angle, just so it's in front of me essentially. So we'll kill off some of the lights here, see what we can get here. Google TV operating system, I guess I call it that. I did part of it through here, but I actually just plugged in mouse and keyboard. There we go. I'm not touching anything, by the way. Here, auto adjust, autofocus, sorry, that it has at its disposal. So intelligent image, or one-click image correction, obstacle avoidance. So essentially if you have, you know, like a non-standard, we'll use this later when we do the, when I have the portable screen, because it'll just adjust to the screen, auto screen fit, etc. So that'll be important for when I know I'm having something that's potentially not going to be lined up. It's doing pretty good right now. Now there's the phone app, which I've already done. Of course, we do have access to the mouse, or to the controller, not the mouse, and that's fine. It's a good quality controller. But we also have the Nebula app. So this here, you just download off the App Store or whatever Google Play Store, and you come in here. It'll connect. It'll detect your device over Wi-Fi or network, whatever. This is what it did. So here we go. I can turn it into a remote, which this is really cool. So you can come in here and you have different mouse modes or controller modes. Right now it's like a left and right touchpad. So I can go, look at that. It's like a laptop touchpad. Okay, and so we can control, for example, the YouTube app here. Of course you can use this, right? Like the standard style, right? Like that. But I can use this like a mouse and keyboard type thing. In this case, a trackpad, that's what that is there. You have this thing here where you can use it like this. As you can see, it's essentially the same. Right, so you can use this like that, and then it becomes like up, down, just like your traditional controller. Touchpad kind of style here, good if you're using an app that would use that. And of course you have your mouse and keyboard style. There you go, and that actually pops up with a mouse and keyboard on the screen. Isn't that cool? It's really cool, honestly, it's really cool. There's a tiny bit of input delay, but not enough. Like you're not playing games with it, but not enough to be a problem. So that's sick. The fact that you can do that is really cool. You have, you know, your audio controls here as well, from here, up, down. Let's turn it up a little bit there. Very cool. Home, back, keyboard, on-screen keyboard is really useful because, you know, you're searching for things. So I can come up here and I can say, you know, what I wanted to put in. Settings here, very good. We're not going to do that. Yeah, so that's pretty good right there, obviously. So that's your remote. You can control that as needed. You have your picture controls, brightness. This is for your actual, like the projector. So if you can see behind me, right there on the screen, I'll hit standard on this, and it changes. Vivid, sports. Right, so it's going to change. It's just going through the settings rather than having to go through the settings, like literally go through the settings on the actual projector. Which is, it's not that bad, it's just a Google thing. You can just do it in here, right? You just go into there and do your settings. Sound, play with them here, different modes that you want to go through, sound profiles, all that kind of stuff. One-click image correction, I don't really need to, but it'll figure it out. Right, there you go, figuring itself out. It even did keystone. You can manually focus, right? Focus up, focus down, focus up, focus down. It's a non-parallel rectangle, put it that way, right? So I can adjust this and say, okay, now, probably something like that. Okay, so that's that there. Now, what I'll probably do here is I'm going to play a little bit of me talking here. It's going to be weird because it'll be like Inception, so I will, in real life here, shut up. But I want you to hear how the audio quality is, the clarity of the audio. So let's play a little bit of myself talking here. This is YouTube, so it's compressed and everything, but it'll give us a good idea. Setup, which is not possible right now. These are going to be hard to film, these pre-builds, just based on space, but I will do my best to film them properly. Over here, we have ourselves two, there they are, Omen towers. Yeah, so it sounds really good. To me, I mean, I can't hear myself, but it sounds like myself talking. That's very good. That's all really nice. Obviously, the image quality is good. This is a fairly compressed scene here. We can come back, though, and see what the image quality is like, that kind of stuff. So we'll start here with a little bit more audio because that's the focus of it, and then we'll go into the image quality as well. So let's play a little bit of music here and see how that sounds. Okay, and I'm just going to come in here because I do not feel like going through it and click, 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 click. So I'll just come in here, and I can use my phone to type in here. This is a game changer to have to go through with the controller, go through with the thing, and one by one, click, 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 move around. You can come in here and you can do it on your phone itself. Okay, we're going to come back. It's just going to be too loud, so I don't want to stand directly on it. It's going to blow my eardrums out of my head. So we'll come over here and we'll listen to it, see how loud it gets in that. Let's go up a little bit further though. Now again, these are directional style speakers, right? Jesus, okay. I mean, it's a SoundCore product, so let's turn on this light here. And I'm just gonna kind of come in myself and listen to it. Yeah, so the audio is explicitly coming out of here, which is great because you're gonna potentially be sitting behind the microphone or behind the projector, right? Most people don't sit directly in front of a projector having it blast in their head. So it's gonna be like that, and you can go up, down. If you're spaced out more, you can put this kind of between you guys, have it like that where it's going out that way. You can of course leave them in. It'll just kind of fill the room rather than being directional. Or for my case, I'm gonna just blast it into my face. Now this is SoundCore from Anker. So SoundCore is their like audio brand. So this thing is gonna get crazy, to be honest. This thing's gonna get crazy. So I'm gonna turn it up. It's already loud and it's at like 20. Like that's almost 70, and it's not turned up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to turn it up all the way. It's gonna be too loud. Yeah, it's too loud, it's too loud. So it'll easily get to like 90 to it'll give you 100 dB without problems. So let's just test the quality of the sound because it's so loud. Over 100 dB, no problem. You can't put it that loud. If you were outdoors, sure. I mean, it sounds amazing. It's not even turned up that loud. Okay, so let's move away from the directional sound. Like this is too loud. I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna move away now. Just fill the room. Yeah, it's really good. That's 40 and it's quite loud. Okay, so I mean, we don't need to do too much audio test. It's interesting because this is it's an audio focused product. It's the SoundCore from Anker. So I mean, that is what they do. I've tested SoundCore products before from Anker and they're amazing. Like that's what they do. This thing has crazy bass for the fact that these speakers, they're two 10-watt speakers. They're not big, massive boomer designed specifically for bass, like they're not a subwoofer, but there's a ton of bass behind these things. I mean, you could get better sound if you had an auxiliary subwoofer, obviously, but you don't need it. This thing is very good. The directional sound is obviously fantastic. Like if you have yourself, like one person sitting here, one person sitting over there, you can set them up as need be, right? Like to kind of give audio towards the people. If most people are sitting back behind, you just kind of get it generally directional, like you get your stereo sound left and right towards the people behind. If you're in a room where you just want to fill the room, honestly, when you close it, it does fill the room. It becomes, essentially the sound is just bouncing all over the room. So if you're listening to music or something, it's gonna be fantastic. For movie watching, of course, it'll be nice to have the directional sound. So it's really coming right at you and you're getting stereo separation kind of thing. But if you're just listening to music, you could take this to an event, an outdoor event, right? It's not just a projector. I don't even know if they advertise it for this, but you could take this to an outdoor event, gathering, anything where there's lots of people outdoors, or of course in your house, but outdoors as well. And this thing is super loud and very good quality. And so you're gonna be able to, just stream your favorite music or something like that, or directly, right? Via the USB, get it directly and just use this as a speaker. Because it's so focused on the audio quality, it's not like it's a projector, but it's sold under their audio brand. Like that's gonna be obviously very indicative of the fact that this thing is gonna be also very good as like a party speaker. Put it into like an event of some kind and boom, you're gonna fill that entire room easy. This thing gets crazy loud, but the other thing is it maintains its audio quality at high volume. It doesn't get rattly, tinny. There's no like accidental like reverb or anything like that where you're actually getting literal rattling inside. It sounds fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna test this video here. I'm gonna turn it down, just primarily for image quality, that kind of stuff. Okay, so to start here, I mean, we can assess some of the text here. This is again a 1080p screen, so you may think 1080p at large is bad. It's not, because it's a projector, so you're going to get some softening regardless because of the way the projector works. And honestly, it's quite clear regardless. Like all this small text here looks nice and clear. I don't see any issues with it. It's not as crisp as, you know, a 4K laser projector or something, but it's not supposed to be. It's a portable screen. And it also doesn't cost $7,000. So it's a totally different segment, but this is all nice and clear. Okay, so let's see how the color is here. And these, so the fine details here look good, especially for 1080p. Very vivid greens. Obviously a very high color space projector. The greens are looking very crisp here. No issues there. If it wasn't a good color space, these would kind of look almost yellow and dead. Essentially, they would look washed out. We don't have that issue here as well. The blacks are obviously quite good as well. This is not a fully white canvas, so the blacks are going to actually come out pretty dark. That's nice to see here as well. It's looking good. All the motion handling is good, maintaining nice crisp. This all looks fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it looks really good. We'll test it on the canvas as well for like a nice white crisp. But even this, I mean, it's pretty, it has good contrast. The brights are good. The dark high or low lights are good. It's looking nice. Okay, so here's another thing you can do, of course. Here is my, it's Steam-based operating system, but it's the Legion Go S Steam Edition. You take your, you know, Legion Go S here, your Steam Deck, your ROG Ally, whatever. Take it with you with your friends, camping, traveling, whatever, you can play on this. But if you want to output to a screen, I mean, you don't necessarily want to output to a 4K screen because it's too hard. It's too hard for it to run. It's just the resolution is too much for one of these handhelds to run. This handheld itself actually comes with a 1200p screen, so it's actually very comfortable playing at these resolutions. Like, it's happy to do so. So what we can do here now, we can jump in and we can do a little bit of 1080p gaming. Let's pop into one of these games. It doesn't really matter. Right, and so here we are. You know, I'm taking this with me. I take my handheld with me. In this case, it's the Legion Go S Steam Edition, or you take your Steam Deck with you, your ROG Ally, your MSI Claw, your 1X player, whatever it is that you have in terms of like Windows or Steam-based handhelds. You take them with you, and you're playing games. And this is where these want to be. These handhelds don't want to be at, 4K. 1440p, it depends on the game, but most of the AAA games, no way. They don't want to be at 4K or higher resolutions. It's just they don't have the power. Here, though, this projector is a 1080p projector, right? This handheld is designed to be at 1080p or 1200p. That's where it wants to be. So you can see here, look in the very top left. It's not a benchmarking video, but we're at 60. Like, we're pretty much flat at 60. I'm just gaming here, right? Like, this is very good performance. We can increase the settings if we want to, but I'm just showing you. This is where you want to go. You take this thing with you, you take your handheld with you, and whether you're traveling, you have a screen that you can take with you to game large screens, you're with friends doing couch co-op, doing competitive type stuff, some Call of Duty, whatever it is you're playing, Battlefield, whatever, or you do some couch co-op, some emulation, whatever it is you want, you take it with you. This is where these want to be. If this was a 4K portable projector, this handheld would be getting murdered right now by this resolution. It wouldn't be capable. I'd have to just put it to 1080p anyways, and then it wouldn't be a native resolution. Whereas here, it is a native resolution. It's 1080p. So this handheld is very happy to be gaming at 1080p, and it's doing incredibly well. Okay, and then we can do a little bit of little Zelda, Link's Awakening. I could have played, this is my Switch 2, so I could have played like Cyberpunk or something, which I could just have done in my Legion Go, but so I'll show a Nintendo game here. So this is, right? Take this with you. You can play games like Zelda, right? You can have an absolute blast here playing games like this. Great game to play on the go, right? Lots of fun. Obviously, it works great on the little handheld, but this is going to be obviously way more enjoyable. It's also very vibrant. This vibrant screen looks fantastic here. It looks beautiful here. And the Switch, this is a Switch 2. Switch 1, it outputs only at 1080p with the docked mode here. And the Switch 2 can do 4K. It's designed to do 4K output, but it's actually much happier at 1080p to be quite honest. So in some ways it's better that this thing is 1080p, even for the Switch 2, because it's just happier to be there. Right, and here we go. Now, obviously I can play Mario Kart and couch co-op type stuff, and we can have a blast playing that, but you can also bring your Nintendo Switch with you, Switch 2 with you in this case, and play Cyberpunk, right? Cyberpunk, it looks good on a handheld. I play a lot of Cyberpunk on a handheld, but I'm gonna be quite honest. I played Cyberpunk on my Xbox One X, or Series X, sorry, which you could do as well. You can hook that up as well if you want. Your Xbox, your PS5, take that with you. But I'm gonna use a handheld in this case, and I can play these type games, right? On a large screen, which they're meant to be played on. They're not meant to be played on a handheld. You can, they do totally fine. They're great. But these things are meant to be played on, large screens, much more enjoyable. So you have a PS5, you have an Xbox, you have a Switch 2, you have an ROG Ally, Legion Go, Steam Deck, whatever. You're going to be able to bring those devices with you with this portable screen and have an absolute blast regardless of where you are. It's going to be an actual great time. So yeah, gotta love it. Let's close it out now. I'm going to have it set so that it tries to actually look at the canvas here. So we're going to open up the canvas, the portable canvas, which is really nice that I have this. Let's go like that there. Now we're going to bring this back, put it at a weird angle kind of intentionally. We're going to bring this back here. It's a little too close right now. And, it's going to potentially, let's actually put it slightly over like that. We're going to put it ever so slightly over the edge there. And let's now get it set up. Okay, so it's not an optimal scenario here. We're at a weird angle, but let's just go like that. Okay, so it's straightened itself out. Now you can, of course, fine-tune things, right? So I want it to be a little bit smaller. So I can come in here and I can zoom. I can make it a little smaller, all that kind of stuff. It'll be nice and pretty straightforward. Come over here. We can say, all right, well, let's zoom out. Right, so now it fits perfectly there. Very good. It's so crisp at this small size. It's really interesting. Well, we're in Nintendo Switch mode, so let's get out of my Nintendo Switch here. Okay, so I think we can close it out with the SoundCore P1i from Anker. It's great. Honestly, it's fantastic. It's going to be very portable. It's not heavy. You can take it with you. It's portable. The image quality is good, 1080p. It's going to be very, very vivid in terms of colors, most importantly because it's the SoundCore branding. The speakers are crazy good, super loud, super rich, voluminous, lots of bass, so good for that purpose. The machine runs quiet, it's very good. Now, how would we use this? Obviously, you can take this with you on the go, take it to traveling, camping, outdoor events, whatever it is. You can use it, first of all, before we get to the projector side of it, as a speaker, as a party speaker, because the audio is so freaking good. You can just set this thing up and use it as like a party speaker. It works just fine, honestly. You get directional sound. You can have it like this, so it just fills a room, fills an area, or if you put it off in a corner, you can get it directional, right? Open these up like this and get it directional. So it blasts into the audience, into the people, the crowd of people, whatever. That's gonna be fantastic. Then, of course, you can take it with you to watch shows, obviously. Take it with you camping, set up a bed sheet or something like that, a white bed sheet, put that out, boom, you're watching shows on the go. Take it to your friend's house, take it to an outdoor event, something like that. Maybe they don't have a screen, maybe they use a computer or whatever, or their laptop. You can bring this, all of a sudden you have something you can watch shows together, and it's light. That's very good. The other thing is it's 1080p. So some people say like, oh, it's not 4K. Well, it's not a $4,000 laser projector. It's not in that class. 1080p is totally fine here. And in some ways it's good because then you can take this thing with you and you can bring devices like this. This is my Nintendo Switch 2, or maybe you have a Nintendo Switch 1. Maybe you have a Windows-based handheld. These things are much more comfortable to be gamed at 1080p, right? Even your PS5, your Xbox and that, yes, they do 4K output, but they're actually upscaling from that. So they're actually much more comfortable to be playing at 1080p anyways. So for on the go, take this with you, take it to an event, play yourself, play games yourself, or do couch co-op or something like that. The 1080p is actually better anyways, because that's going to be native for something like this. You can just render. It's going to have a much more enjoyable experience. So this is going to be very good for that. Take it with you to watch shows, take it with you as a loudspeaker type thing for music, whatever, or take it with you to play couch co-op with your friends, with your family. It's going to be fantastic. So that's the SoundCore P1i by Anker. It's a really good product with these flip-out speakers here. As far as I'm aware, they're still launching the one that has detachable speakers, which is another cool one. This one is really neat for me because it's just an easy all-in-one product. It does the trick. It's a very good product. Honestly, I like it quite a bit.